he tried to use DEI as literally a racial slur against us.
One thing I've learned with the woke Democrats is them if you do, them if you don't. Recently, President Trump hosted the Black History Month celebration at the White House, and the Democrats are losing their mind. Now, the question is, are they mad because they were not invited? Or are they mad because President Trump is actually celebrating Black greatness? President Trump is actually acknowledging Black greatness. One day they called President Trump a racist because he doesn't care about Black people. But in fact, when President Trump acknowledging Black greatness, they call him fake because he doesn't care about Black people. What?
What I noticed there from that clip is that he had to read letter by letter about what these people, what these great Americans have done in terms of progress for our country, because it's not something he's familiar with and not something that is natural for him. So I consider this to be an insult, a slap in the face.
Wait. You consider this to be an insult because President Trump doesn't know every single thing every single Black person has done? You consider this an insult because President Trump had to read the things that those Black great athlete, Black great activists have done? So you consider this an insult. But at the same time, if he was just speaking from heart and made a mistake, you would also consider that an insult.
But everything this president has stood for and done in the last decade or so has been a complete rejection of what Black history is.
Such as lower the unemployment rate for Black people, right?
This White House, this administration has spent so much time, especially in the last month, denigrating diversity as even a concept.
Let me just say this. DEI has absolutely nothing to do with Black people. Every time these radical Democrats are talking, they are always so quick to talk about DEI like Black people were the primary beneficiaries of DEI. No, we are not. Now, that's going to shock you. White women are the primary diversity hires in corporate America for the past 40, 50 years. We have military veterans, people with disabilities, white men from lower economic backgrounds. All these diverse groups come before Black people when it comes to DEI. So please, we do not want DEI. Like President Trump says, it's all about merit. If you are good enough, they're not gonna ignore you. If you are good enough, you're gonna get the position regardless of whatever group, whatever diverse group, whatever minority group you comes from. So please, when you guys are talking about DEI, leave Black people out of this.
Actually, let me just go ahead and play this because I think it's instructive to hear exactly what they have been saying. Listen.
I think the single dumbest phrase in military history is our diversity is our strength.
You can have DEI in water coolers and universities. I disagree with that. But lives aren't impacted with DEI at universities. It is impacted here. I just want the best and the brightest, keeping Americans safe.
Yes, I absolutely agree. And we hear that garbage in corporate America too. Oh, diversity is our strength. No, your strength is supposed to be about skills, about the knowledge, the competence, the experiences these people have. It's not because they've come from different diverse group.
It's Black History Month today and this month, but it could be Hispanic History Month, Women's History Month, all these diverse people.
First of all, most Black people don't want no goddamn Black History Month. All of you pushing that thing is because it helps you with your agenda. It helps you push the identity politics you guys have been playing. We had enough. How much history are we gonna study? We had enough of this thing. How about we start planning the future? Let's talk about Black future. Enough of this Black History Month. Yes, we understand, we respect all these Black people that have done the work for us to be free and to have all these opportunities. Now, let us focus on the future to continue creating more and better opportunities for the future generations. How about that?
There aren't any Black people, really saying anything about what's happening with him. He tried to use DEI as literally a racial slur against us.
DEI itself is racist because it says you as a person of color, or you as whatever minority group you come from, you do not have the proper skills to get the job, to earn the job. Therefore, we're gonna force these companies to lower their standards in order for you to get that job. That's exactly what it means. By default, it is a racist statement.
as if black people are benefiting from anything in this country and getting anything we're not qualified for and don't have to work twice as hard for. Black people have to live in the real world. When the cops come, we're scared because we might not come out of it alive.
You know what? When the cops come, how about you listen to the cops and you treat the cop with respect? Yes, sir. How was your day, sir? Yes, ma'am. How about that? And see if the outcome is not gonna be different. How about that, partner?
We walk into a store, if they let us in, we're followed around.
Oh my God. If they let us in, what store you go to, they don't let you in because of your color. These people spewing garbage nonsense, and the problem is we have kids that are listening. We have people that are listening and thinking these things are actually true and they make sense. So now you're gonna walk around thinking you're being followed just because of your color of your skin. It's nonsense.
We don't get loans when we have the same credit score as everybody else because we're black.
That is another lie. That is total nonsense. First of all, your credit score is not the only factor they look to give you a loan or not. And also depending on what type of loan you're going to take. Do you have anything they can use as a collateral? What's your work history? How much money you've been making? How long you've had this credit score? There are so many factors that entail when it comes to loan. But these people, again, they are just spewing pure basura, pure nonsense.
One of the things also, apparently the Defense Department's getting ready to make some cuts. We talked about it earlier. One of the cuts rumored to be happening is of CQ Brown, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, shockingly, a black man. This is not surprising to me because I know the conversation in MAGA world about that, but
cuts happen all the time. Every administration that comes in, they cut people, bring their own people, bring people they trust, bring people that have been with them. Cuts happen all the time. And if those cuts happen to be a black or a woman, it is what it is. But it's not like they are targeting all black people, we move them. No, complete garbage. Cuts happen all the time. President Biden made a bunch of cuts. What are we talking about here?
the idea that maybe one of the first acts of the new defense secretary would be to ask the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, who is a black man who a Republican senator just today said has done a very good job, and he would be surprised to hear if he were eliminated in some of these cuts. Mm-hmm. Kevin Cramer said a month ago that he knows CQ Brown pretty well. They've had disagreements, but he thinks he's doing a great job. Why would this even be a conversation?
Just because you're doing a good job does not mean you cannot lose your job. What are we talking about here? It's not just about what you are doing. It depends, okay, where are we trying to go? Who do we need to get to where we want to get? It's not about what you've just done. Yes, what you've done, of course, is important. Good job, you've done your job. But now, if the agenda changes, if we have a different direction, different goal, we need a different teams to get us there, so be it. So again, cuts happen all the time. And one thing I've noticed, to all these people pushing to keep celebrating Black History Month, it's because these people, they're a bunch of folks with no skills. The only time their opinions are relevant is because of Black History Month, so they can go to CNN, go to MSNBC, tell us things we already know, talk about Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., talk about Nelson Mandela. We already know all these people were great. They've done the work for us to be where we are today. So what about we focus on the future? All these people, that's all they talk about. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And hit this video, give it a thumbs up. It's going to help me with the algorithm. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.